Hello and welcome back to my Central Virginia organic garden, and today I'm in a little bit of planting and cleanup mode. This is sort of a early July task. I am down, of course, looking for bugs and things like that because this is the high season for insects and insect damage. So it's really important to keep a close lookout in your garden for what's happening. Because I'm an organic gardener, my main method is close watching, hand picking when possible. Sometimes that's not entirely possible, and let me show you what I mean. Well, sometimes hand picking works, and sometimes you might need to have a little bit of a supplement. And I've had some issues with some harlequin bugs that destroyed one whole patch of kale, and I'll show you what's going on with another patch, just a couple of plants of the Thousand Head Kale, which usually grows really tall. But this time of year it gets super stressed. Planted it in the spring, and you can see all the damage. This damage is coming from a couple of sources: cabbage worms and this guy right here. This is a harlequin bug, which I'm going to catch and put into the death pool. Ugh. All right, so what am I going to do? Am I going to be able to save this plant? And the answer is maybe. First of all, these leaves are absolutely no good. It has new growth on it. Some of the new growth, and you can see the other problem are cabbage worms, and they lay their eggs down in here and they become a problem. So harlequin bugs are tough because they are hard to kill. I am going to go ahead and actually butcher this plant. It sounds terrible, but I'm going to take off a lot of these leaves, checking all the way for harlequin bugs and other things. And then I'm actually going to spray BT on it. Here's another little worm that has just hatched. There's a harlequin bug. Harlequin bugs lay their eggs. This is a nymph. I'm not going to let it fly away. This is a small one. They get to be about twice that size. So that's one that has just recently hatched. So surgery on this plant is going to go as follows. We're going to take off all these damaged leaves. This plant has growth potential here, and it will quickly regenerate. I will probably first off spray it with BT, and I will leave that on for a while. That will get anything that's currently chewing. And then I will probably have to come back in and put some spinosad dust on here because I don't think that the BT is going to do much for the harlequin bugs. Plant, you're going to look really different by the end of this. I'm going to check every single leaf, anything I see that's growing on it, and that will ultimately go into the compost. But all these damaged leaves, they're going to go. By doing this, I'm going to be able to get sprays deep into these crevices where the moth lays its eggs. Oh, your stink bugs have also discovered this, squash bugs. Isn't that a joy and a pleasure? As you look at your plant, you'll see that there are places where there's new growth coming out, and here's a good look at those worms. There's another. And now I'm going to come in with the BT, and I'm going to spray the entire plant really well, especially down in those crevices where the cabbage worms like to lay their eggs. And there's a cabbage worm right there. Hopefully anything that emerges out will find a nice spot. All right, well, I decided to pop in the shade to tell you, just wrap up. My camera got really hot, so I'm not exactly sure how much of that video got caught. But in a nutshell, what I have done is just strip off all of the damaged leaves. The plant looks definitely different now. And I checked carefully for any existing cabbage worms and harlequin beetles, pulled them off. Then I sprayed the whole plant, really especially in the crevices where the stems and the leaves join the main stems, with the BT spray. BT is an organic compound that is found, made from bacteria found in soils, and I don't mind using it when I have to. I try not to use too many things on my garden, but I also have to weigh, am I going to get a harvest? Are my plants going to be able to be healthy and provide us food? So I'm comfortable using BT. I'm comfortable using spinosad, which I will probably come back in and dust on that plant. Now, when and if I get, well, when I finally harvest that plant, I am going to wash those leaves really, really well, because I don't want to ingest any of that. Both of those things are OMRI approved for organic use, so I don't really, I'm not reluctant to use them. I just don't overuse them, because any insect dust kills any insect. It's not targeted. BT, on the other hand, is going after caterpillars, and those are the things that love to go after kale. But those harlequin bugs are tough, tough, tough. All right, thank you so much for watching. I hope your garden is growing well. I'm gonna go pop back into this garden and do a couple of other tasks. Take care, bye. Now, we can just figure out what to do about these blasted Japanese beetles.